Water, the memory of silence. When you touch water, you are not touching something outside of you. You are touching a movement that existed long before you and will continue long after you. Water did not appear by accident. It emerged from a deep meeting when hydrogen and oxygen first came together in a space where heat and cold were already in tension. But that is only the surface. In a deeper sense, water emerged as a response, as a way for nature to create flow. Without water, everything would remain separated, rigid, unmoving. Water is the first bridge. Not a bridge made of stone, but a bridge between forms. It connects what would otherwise never meet. And that is why it reaches everywhere, not by force, but by not resisting. When it meets an obstacle, it does not stop. It does not attack. It flows around. And in that, it reveals something most people never notice. What does not resist eventually moves further than what pushes. Water has no fixed shape, and because of that, it can receive every shape. But its deepest mystery is not in how it flows, it is in how it remembers. Not memory like a human mind, not memory as a story, but memory as pattern. Every drop of water carries a trace of what it has moved through: temperature, movement, contact. Everything leaves a subtle imprint, and while these patterns are not stored as words or images, they influence how water behaves next. This is not mysticism, it is sensitivity. Water is an extremely sensitive element. It responds to pressure, vibration, temperature, movement. So when you hold water in your hand, you are not holding something empty. You are holding a medium that continuously responds to the world. Your body, too, is mostly water. And here comes a moment many people never truly see. What you experience does not happen only in your head. It also happens in the fluid of your body. Your inner world is not solid. It is a current, and that current responds, not to words, but to state. When you are tense, the water within you behaves differently. When you are calm, it shifts, not dramatically, subtly, but enough to influence the whole system. That is why water is so powerful and so quiet. It can carry life and it can take it away. It can be gentle like rain or overwhelming like the ocean, but it never acts from intention. It simply responds. And that is why it is such a perfect mirror. When you look at a river, you see movement. When you look at a lake, you see stillness. When you look at the sea, you see power. But in truth, you are seeing a reflection, not of water, of yourself. That is why water calms you, not because it gives peace, but because it allows you to see where peace already is and where it is not. When the surface is still, it reflects the world clearly, without distortion. When it is disturbed, the image breaks, not because the world changed, but because the surface moved. And this is one of the clearest mirrors of consciousness, not what you see, but the state in which you see it. Water explains nothing. It does not speak. It does not push. It only reveals. And if you stay with it long enough, something quiet begins to be felt. Not a thought, a sense that everything flows, and you do not have to fight it. Maybe that is why water heals, not by fixing anything, but by reminding you you do not have to hold everything so tightly. You can let go. And even if you move, you are not lost. You are simply changing. Water is not weak, it is precise. And maybe its greatest secret is this: you cannot stop it forever. You can only hold it for a while, and then it will always find a way. Silently, patiently, inevitably. This is the second gateway, the gateway of flow. And when you pass through it, you begin to understand that life is not about holding direction, but about allowing yourself to move.